All right, my nephews and nieces, as usual, your favorite old head is going to give you some more juice, all right? So it's funny how my gameplay videos in the background, y'all open up and ask a lot of questions. That's the reason why I just did the Euro step, right? Everybody was asking like, yo, like, what are you doing back there? Like, how are you making those? What layup style is that? But another one is when you're watching my rec videos, a lot of you are asking like, yo, how did you pass the outlet like that, right? So the problem that a lot of people have is that when they, as a center or whatever, you get the outlet pass, you throw it down the court, and it's either two things. One, it's either thrown like a bad throw, or two, which is most likely, it gets intercepted, all right? Well, it's because I'm doing something that a lot of y'all don't do. I actually have different ways to pass the ball. So what you want to do is come over to options, go to controller settings, okay? Go to controller settings and then come to passing. And what you want to do is you want to change it from default to pass type control, okay? So what that means is you will now have 3 different types of passes you can do. All right, so let's say for instance you're doing a pass and you hit L1 and you have all the icons popped up, right? And you want to pass it to X. When you pass it to X, you can just hit X and that's going to be a chest pass, all right? It's gonna be a chest pass every time, right? If you double tap X, it's going to be a bounce pass. And then if you hold X, it is going to be a lob pass. And that's why I throw most of the time, are lob passes. So let me invite some AI player real quick. And I'm just gonna show you how big this can be. Did he come in here? Yeah, you go, right? How big this can be when you're doing this. All right, so like say for instance, you see I hold L1, I tapped L1, you see X. Now I'm gonna double tap it, right? I'm gonna hit X and it's gonna do that. I don't know why it's not giving me, so maybe I can't do the, yeah, okay, so it's not gonna let me act, that's crazy. So in here, it's not gonna let me do it, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to just take my word for it and just try it yourself. But for some reason in here, only thing they're gonna do is just give me normal passes. They're not gonna allow me to do anything else, which is crazy. So you're not able to do that. But what is it going to be is that it's all situational. You see some of the great centers with outlet passes, that's what they're doing. When they catch the ball and they turn around, I would say like 90% of the time I'm throwing a lob pass. And you'll see people jump, like they'll stop and jump, thinking they're going to get an interception, and it goes right over the head because I did a lob pass. It's very high arcing. But another thing is that high arcing pass, what it does is, for some reason, it doesn't go out of bounds. It doesn't give you a bad animation. You'll jump sometimes and catch it, but you don't fumble it. Let me rephrase that. You will jump sometimes, but you won't fumble it. 90% of the time, that's what I'm doing. I'm hitting L1, and whoever I see open, I'm holding down the button. If you hold down the button, that's gonna give you the lob pass. If you double tap the button, it's gonna give you the bounce pass. And if you just tap it once, it's gonna give you the normal chest pass. Figure it out, try out those things, and you will see the big difference behind that. And then another animation that I wanna talk about is the jump throw, all right, the jump pass. Now, the jump pass, you'll see me use that a lot when I'm taking the ball out of bounds. If I'm taking the ball out of bounds, I'm either gonna hold that button to do the lob pass, or I'm gonna do the jump pass, and that jump pass is doing triangle and circle at the same time, right? And if you do, triangle and square at the same time. If you triangle and circle is a fake pass. Hopefully I'm not confusing you. Triangle and circle is a fake pass, right? I'll fake the pass, all right? Triangle and square is going to be the jump pass, where he's going to jump up and throw the pass. And that is, to me, very good when it comes to trying to, or two things, taking the ball out of bounds, or once you get the rebound, I immediately hit triangle and circle, do the fake pass so I don't get ripped. And if everybody's on me, then I will do triangle and square, because what happens is, which a lot of y'all will know, is that if you have a lot of people around you press X, the game is dumb, right? We all know the game is bad when it comes to passing. So what happens is they would do like an underhand pass, right? We all know this. They would do an underhand pass. You're like, bro, why did he pass it like that? Or someone's cutting to the basket and, you hit X because that's the right IQ pass to do. And guess what? The opponent throws it right at the opponent. So that's why you have to lob the pass. Like I said, 90% of the time, I'm lobbing the pass wherever I go. because what happens is people are just playing those lanes, so you got to throw over them to get to where it needs to be. If you're on the left side of the court and you want to throw all the way to the right side of the court, you want to go ahead and hold that button down, do the lob pass, right? Bounce passes are really good on fast breaks when you see the angle, and a lot of people do you know, are kind of clogged, but you see the little angle down low, do the bounce pass, okay? Same thing, this is another thing that's pretty funny. If you want to hit people in the corner, right? They're sitting in the corner in the three, and you're at the top of the key, you'll be amazed how many times the bounce pass will get through. The chest pass, the lob pass ain't gonna work, but a bounce pass, because the people are not anticipating that, it'll bounce right to them. So keep that in mind. Like, these little tidbits right here is going to go a very long way to put you in position to be a better passer and not to have so many turnovers. Because if you do not have the ability to dictate that pass, you're kind of leaving it up to what? The AI. Kind of leaving it up to 2K. And we all know you don't want to do that, because it's just the worst animation in the history of animations. Now, another question people are going to ask is that, well, does my passing accuracy or my passing overall have anything to do with it, with the pass? And that, yes, of course, right? So this build right here, I have a very high pass accuracy. This is my center build, and see, I have a 99 pass accuracy. But if you have anything lower, that's perfectly fine. Just know that it might not be as quick, it might not be as hard, or it might not be as accurate, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be the higher IQ throw, right? You want to make sure you have that higher IQ throw. So in my opinion, that is another major tidbit for all players. No matter who you are, go to options, go to controller settings, come all the way down here, and put this dang on thing, icon passing, to passing type, right? If you want to look at the rest of the stuff here, I pretty much leave it at default. I don't change anything else here. It just really depends on, sometimes I feel like, man, the pass target to openness, play around with that a little bit, because, you know, sometimes you be two people open and you press like diagonal and right to them and they'll pass to the wrong person sometimes. You know how it is. This right here will dictate that. Moving it up more and that type of deal. If you move it all the way to 100%, you hit X, it's always just going to pass it to whoever the game thinks is open. So just keep that in mind, right? But I'd rather have more control than that. Everything else, this is more of the my team type stuff, you know, like cutting to the basket, off ball and all that. But this is something I've been doing for years. I'm talking about, you know, I've spent the first, you know, I didn't start my first 2K park, right, was 2K18. I've been playing 2K since 1999. So you're talking about almost 20 years. I was just playing Play Now and My GM or the association. Remember I said it was really Play Now and the association. So I knew about all this because the passing styles and all that type of stuff. That's why like my teams are easy seeing this transition for a lot of people that just play Now, because you're only controlling one player and you have everybody else on the team and you can dictate them to cut back door and all that. So when I got into Park and I was controlling myself, I still wanted to make sure I was able to still get those type of live passes and that type of sort. So anyway, there you have it, my nephews and nieces. Hopefully this helped you out, man. Let me know in the comment section, do y'all want more videos like this, like giving you tidbits and educating you on little things like this that can go a long way. But other than that, this is your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really soon with the banger, man. You know, when I say back soon with the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.